So our crescents are just about ready. They're brown, starting to brown on the top. And look at our bread. Wow, do you see that? Isn't that great? So I'm going to put the lemon cookies in and we'll be back in a minute. All right, so here are our crescent cookies. Now I'm putting them on some parchment paper, which you can lay on the counter. But this other plastic thing I have here is a Tupperware plastic sheet that you can buy from somebody who's having a Tupperware party, and you can use it to roll out your pie dough, roll out your cookie dough. Whoops, I think I got a broken one here. And they're really, really convenient. I'm actually laid it out so that I could use it to, well, I've got some broken ones here, so it looks like these crescents have to be really carefully taken off. You know, I bet you could probably, if this is harder to do, make these into a different shape. But this is what it called for, so this is what we're doing. And you can always leave, my next batch will roll out in a different shape, and the broken ones can be up for grabs for my family. But anyway, here we go. Let's get the rest of these off of here. I really think they would have been better as the Italian circle cookie. And what we're going to do is we have some powdered sugar in a little sifter here. And see, they're going to look like this. And then, of course, when you have this underneath it, you're not making a mess on your counter. Well, maybe I should just call these holiday logs. But anyway, these things are easy to find. And they're great for sprinkling. And there we have that. Now I've made my glaze. I've made a lemon glaze for the Italian round cookies, which are still in the oven. And it's confectionery sugar, a little bit of milk, and the lemon extract. And you want it thick and pasty, like so. You want to have like maybe a small spatula, like so. I'm going to move this over here. And those cookies are in there, and they're going to be done soon, but I'm going to take out the bread. Isn't this great? Now, I suggest that you could do a couple of things. Depending on how sweet you want your bread, you can just slice it, serve it as is, put a little dab of butter on it, especially when it's hot. Serve it like that. Some people might prefer to put a glaze over it or powder it with the sugar, whatever you want it to do. But there you have it. And that's a beauty. You can serve that on a nice cutting board in the morning and you'll be all set. Okay, one more round of glazing cookies and then we'll take you over to our Christmas table. So here we are with our Italian rings. Look how nice these came out. A little bit better than the crescents, which I decided the crescents should be balls. But anyway, here we go. And we now have these wonderful circles that we're going to glaze. And we're going to add them to this pretty glass bowl so that your cookies, you can kind of see your cookies through the bowl, which makes a nice presentation. Like so. Alrighty. So, as you can see, I'm just going to drizzle some glaze on like that. Now, because it's Christmas, I mean, hey, you can make these cookies any time of the year if you want to, but because it's Christmas, I brought my sprinkles. At least I thought, here they are. And remember when you do sprinkle, oh, these are going to come out fast, you got to do it right away because that glaze dries, and then your sprinkles will just be everywhere. So there we go. See? And that makes a really pretty cookie right there. So glaze and sprinkle. Sometimes it's fun when you have kids around to have them help you in this end result because they're doing the sprinkles and you hand them the cookie with the glaze and next thing you know, it's done. You got 2 or 3 people working on it with you. usually, I think these sprinkles are big, that's why they don't have the hole in the jar there, but oh, these are gonna be great. All of these kinds of cookies last for a really long time in Tupperware especially, but you can get your Christmas tins out, line them with wax paper or foil, and put them in there, and put them in a cool place. You can put them in the freezer, because cookies freeze really well. Refrigerator, which most people don't have room, but some people just have a cold basement or garage, and you can just set them out there and they will last for, boy, a good couple of weeks anyway. So there we have, we'll do a few more and we'll go over to our table and show you a little presentation. At Christmas time, I love decorating, and it's sort of a, like to watch Martha Stewart and get ideas, or from her magazine, or any magazine for that matter. Family Circle has some really great ideas. It'd be easier to just kind of put them in my hand and sprinkle here. So I'm going to join you over the table. Alrighty, so here we are at our table setting, where I have the nice mirror, and I have a very decorative plate for the chocolate cookie I talked about that we're going to be showing. That recipe will come in the end also. This is a no-bake, quick and easy recipe that has a cup of cocoa, a cup of peanut butter, and a cup of honey. And you just mix it all together. The dough's fairly sticky, but you can just roll it into a ball, roll it into coconut, put it on wax paper, put it in the refrigerator, let it harden. It's delicious. And so we have a nice presentation there. We have our glass bowl with our cookies that we made today. And then last year, after the Christmas holidays, when things were on sale, I bought some cute decorative napkins, which were over at Linens and Things. And I also bought some Christmas fabric, like you see here, this gingerbread fabric. And you can do so many things with this. This fabric, you can line like a bread basket with it, or if you have a small display like this pretty plant, which you could decorate if you don't want to have a tree, and then you just kind of put it on the base. And then you have these napkins, and one of the things that you could do with these, if you wanted to just make little gifts, is you could take a couple cookies, like so, and then put your napkin up above like so, and then wrap it with a ribbon. And you can just buy a whole roll of ribbon to do this. It can be any kind of ribbon, maybe like a nice decorative ribbon, like so. Make a bow. You could even maybe decorate it like with a rose, like so. And so these are really handy. Now I had bought some ornaments, really small ones, that came in a box like this. And I thought, boy, that just looks like the cutest box. It looks so handy. Down. And because they're these special things, I thought, wow, wouldn't those look great in there? As a gift. So sometimes when you have boxes that you're really anxious to throw out, think about what you might be able to do with them. And then of course, make sure I get this right, they shut really well. You tape them on the bottom, like so, and then you can just wrap a ribbon around them. One of the other things I do, and I don't know if anybody else does this, but I love saving Christmas cards. And then the next year I take them and I cut the special pictures out, you know, make them into something smaller, and then you've got a little gift card ready to go on any little gift that you do. So I hope all of you folks have a great holiday, and I'm going to be checking my next round of cookies.